instead of getting a new God of War game that people were expecting, which was either another God of War with Kratos or with Atreus, we got a God of War that they already spoke about that they were working on. And this God of War game is about Faye. Now, the backlash from the fandom has already begun. It has begun. It already has begun, okay? It began as soon as they noticed what the trailer was going to be about, what the gameplay was going to be about, who the gameplay was going to be about. But here's the thing. The reason why this backlash is like this, see, I'm going to explain this to you. Because, see, I myself absolutely enjoyed the gameplay. I thought it was as good or better than the Wolverine gameplay. As a matter of fact, I'm very much interested in this game now. But there's some caveats, and I'm going to get to that in a second. So, the reason why this is like this is, if you watch, I believe, the first Avengers movie, Banner talks about being like an exposed nerve. An exposed nerve is very sensitive. And that's what the whole entertainment machine has done to the fandom. They've made them a hair trigger, an exposed nerve, if you will, because of all the modern audience garbage that they've been shoveling out over the past few years. The mythical modern audience that never comes to see their movies, buys their video games, watches their television shows, buys their comic books, and everything in between that they keep saying exists. So if anything, they're either an extreme minority to our population, or they don't exist at all. Okay? And you keep pushing these narratives that have rubbed away the skin until the nerves are exposed to the fandom. And now they flip out anytime they see even a hint at you even possibly going that way. You guys did it. You pushed the narrative for this long. So don't be surprised. And I'm sure you weren't surprised. I'm sure you knew the backlash was coming. I know you knew. One thing about the entertainment machine, okay? Everything. Movies, music, comic books, television shows, everything. They are not stupid people. They're not. They're very intelligent as a whole. But they had an agenda that didn't work. And because of that, people now side-eye everything that comes out. Ballerina should have done well, but it didn't. You know why? Because of being a hair trigger. What you did to them. Okay? It wasn't a woke movie. It was great. I really liked Ballerina a lot. I'm gonna get it. Okay? I personally have never, ever had a problem with a female protagonist. Ever. I love them just as much as I love male protagonists. The only time people started to say that I did was once the machine started to put out the narrative that people like myself that did not enjoy the modern audience woke garbage that they were pushing out were every istophobe in the book. That's the only time people started parroting that crap. They're lies. It's slander. It's not truth. Fake news. Okay? That's exactly what it is. The gaming fandom has loved female characters since their inception. I remember how cool we thought it was when we first found out that Samus was a woman. We were like, oh, it's a girl. Oh my God, I remember as a little boy finding that out. Whoa. I loved the Linda Carter Wonder Woman show growing up. I loved Cheetara. Okay? Which one's the girl? Kit or Cat? I can't remember. Okay, well, which one? Kit or Cat? I liked her. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. Love female characters. Nothing wrong with them. Okay? However, the fandom started to have issues once you started to push agenda, like saying that that men were stupid or less than. And all of a sudden, now the sexes are fully equal when we know that we were created differently. There are things that men can do that women cannot do. There are things that women can do that men can't do. That's the way we were made. We were made to work together to complement each other. Okay? We're partners, not adversaries. And it's like, that's what all of this has been doing. And they've been doing it with sexuality. They've been doing it with races, ethnicity, just all these things they've been doing, and it's been keeping people at each other's throats. Now, I personally know that there are changes being done. Now, what do I think about this idea? This new God of War game. Here's what I think. Its inception was probably a modern audience thing. Okay? However, by the time that it comes out, they may have totally removed anything that could be considered modern audience crap. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Here's the funny thing, and people are already talking about it, and I didn't say anything in my reaction. During the gameplay, it's making me laugh because it's such a funny little thing that you may not even care or pay attention to, but because the entertainment machine has made the fandom all banners, exposed nerves, Incredible Hulks that flip out on a hair trigger anytime they see something partly, even remotely going modern audience direction. Because they've done that, I knew people were going to say something. You know what I'm going to talk about? During the gameplay, you've noticed that Faye has a double jump, and she jumps high enough to get to certain ledges, okay? With or without the double jump, depending on the ledge. Kratos uses the Blades of Chaos, right? He uses his blades to get up there, right? To certain ledges, right? When I was watching that, I was like, oh. I was like, I guarantee you, people are going to say, oh, she can jump to the ledges, but Kratos can't. They're already trying to say that she's better than him. If this game comes out, and this is the caveat I was talking about, the entire fandom is going to destroy this game. If this game comes out, and Faye is portrayed in some either heavy-handed way or some underhanded, light-handed, sneaky way, that she is better than Kratos in every way, shape, and form, if they do that, it's over for that game. Sony knows it. The rest of the fandom knows it. Everyone knows it. I'm trying to give them a chance. I really liked the gameplay. I enjoyed it. I didn't have a problem with the talking sword. You know what I'm saying? Kratos has the talking head hanging from his ass cheek. Whatever. I didn't have a problem with it. I didn't have a problem with the cube. I didn't have a problem with the cube. Okay? I thought it was funny how the cube was fighting with her. I like it. Okay? I enjoyed every aspect of the gameplay. Her magic, her wielding the sword, the cube. I liked it all. I don't have a problem with any of it. However, that's pretty much hasn't been the problem with most of these games. It's not the gameplay. It has been the stories and the narratives that they've been pushing. So, I will not pre-order this game. However, I will look toward the channels that I watch that I know will tell me the truth, that I know will not shill, will not lie about what the game contains. And if it does not contain any of that garbage, I'll buy it and I'll enjoy myself. The gameplay looks great. She's doing in-air combos and everything. Great. Okay? I could see Kratos being impressed by a warrior woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kratos would love Wonder Woman. I think those two strong personalities may get along for a little while. I don't know if they would stay together forever, but I think they would get along, or at least have a passionate fling for a few weeks to a few months, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with the game right now. Now, some people will say, well, you got a God of War game and there ain't no God of War in it. Well, we don't know if he's going to be in it or not. He was already in her memories and her visions. So, actually it showed him and Atreus, burning her. So, but my point being this, will it show how they met? Will you play through a story of their lives together? Maybe you get to play as him and her. I don't know. I know what I know. Listen, I know the one of the main things people are looking for. They know that Faye had a fight with Thor. If they reflect on that and they go back in time and they show that fight and she whoops Thor's ass. See, because I don't know if Thor killed him or if he incapacitated him, like knocked him out and then jolted him back. I don't know which one it is. It's worse if he killed him, because some people say that he actually killed him and then he, jump started his heart to bring him back. I think can Kratos die? I can't remember all the lore. I could have swore he can't. He's immortal. So anyway, the fact of the matter is, whether he knocked him out or whether he killed him, both are bad. Because if Faye has a fight with him and gets the better of him, the fans are going to lose it. The fans are going to lose it. So Sony, Santa Monica, they need to tread lightly with how they do this game. They do. And fans, because they've been worked up into this frenzy for so many years, and they're like beaten dogs. They're like ready to bite anybody because they've been abused all these years with all this modern audience garbage that nobody's buying anyway. You're going to have to treat them right for several years to where they don't side-eye anything, like that little African kid looking at the white lady. Remember that? That meme? You're going to have to treat us right for years. Now, I'm willing to give you a chance. See, I'm not one of those creators out there that calls for the downfall of these companies, wants to see them explode or implode and burn to the ground. I just want y'all to start doing right by us. I've always been nice to you. Always been nice to you. From everybody to DC, to Disney, Marvel, Lucasfilm, even the gaming companies. I've been nice to you guys, okay? I express my opinion, but I don't wish for your downfall, okay? But you've started something and caused something. You stirred up something in the fans that's not going to lightly be put out. You're going to have to do right by them for years upon years upon years. And they'll still never forget. But maybe they'll forgive and move on. And then you'll be able to make money again. And then we'll be a happy fandom again because we're getting great entertainment again. Post the comments down below. Let me know what you all think about the situation. Are you open to this game? Or are you not open to this game? I'm open to this game. There's many stories out there that can have side stories. Okay, you can say that Star Wars is about the Skywalkers, and it is. But there are several other characters out there that are part of the Star Wars universe we can have stories about. So you got God of War. There's other characters that are part of his life. I was expecting an Atreus game. We didn't get that yet. We got one about Faye, his wife. And conceptually, it probably was a woke idea. It may not have been. But if it was, they know what they need to do to not incite the anger of the fans. They need to just make it a great story that doesn't make him look less than her and doesn't preach to you and doesn't switch all these things up and change the fundamentals of the characters. If they just make a badass warrior woman game, then they're going to be fine. And by the way, WB, if you're watching, watch that gameplay. You can make a Wonder Woman game. I don't even know why you canceled it. Make a Wonder Woman game. Make a Wonder Woman game. She's probably my favorite female hero of all time. Make a Wonder Woman game. Stop playing. You know what to do. It can be done. 10 million subscribers. Woo!